Explain your first time here.
So can I start with this?
Sure.
I hated coming to ISI. It's my least favorite thing to do. And as you guys know, because I know, no, that's it. I'm thrilled to not be
How do you feel now?
Just relief. It is one of the most emotionally draining, exhausting, just tear you down to build you back up again things I've ever had to deal with. So first time at ISI, they ripped in. You guys ripped into me. It was good, in a good way. I mean, I told my story, and you guys were all you were good and excited about the story, and most of you didn't understand it and what we did. But I loved that as we went around the room. And it was just like the no nonsense. Like no, you're fixing that. Fix it. And next month, don't you come back here having not fixed that, because that's unacceptable. That's not right.
What needed to be fixed?
Gosh, I can't remember the first one. With what I mean, everything. So I would say probably the biggest thing at that point was the way I was spending my time.
Yeah.
And it was my priorities weren't matching up with. Where they needed to be and where God would want them to be. The business was taking over all of my time. So I'd work all day, spend a few minutes with the family, and then work after everybody else went to bed, and work late at night, putting in crazy hours and not spending time with the family, not participating in leading and raising the kids. And so I was told, like, no, that needs to get fixed. And it was a good first day, but it was exhausting every time. I mean, you couldn't come to ISI without being being real. If you come in and be real, they're gonna build you, well, knock you down to build you up in a good way. In a good way. You gotta. It's all that whole sharpening iron thing.
Yeah.
It's a good name.
So when he was out of balance, where he was just working 24/7, what were you thinking and feeling?
I don't know. I don't remember being like real stressed about that time because I feel like we both just knew it was a season.
Okay.
We just had to get through this and get the next person trained. But then it kept being that by the time that person was trained to take on more clients, we had a waiting list of more clients, and we needed to have the next person already trained, and we haven't even found them yet. So we're always like going through this thing, and we just felt like we've just got to get through this, and then we've just got to get through this. And so I understood. I was reading his emails, going, yeah, you've got to answer that. That is pressing.
Yeah.
And so I was actually feeling for women whose husbands are gone all the time, and they're not seeing the stress. Like, at least for me, I can see like, wow, that is a lot of pressure. You're right, that person is like really demanding, and I see how that feels urgent right now, because I feel urgent. I want you to answer that right now too. So I had a unique perspective where I felt his pressure too. But I think knowing that we both just agreed, like, it's not going to go on like this forever. We're just going to get through this thing and try to get over this hump and get over the next one after that. So.
Yeah.